The Canes ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason. To be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And the Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Canes have this offense rolling. Back to pass, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On the option. Bill toss it. Touchdown, Miami! Great job by the back on the option. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Makes the grab, it's Pauly. Breaks into the open. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for room, it's Love.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get to him as he throws. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long.
42 Spider.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very small.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his man, it's Paulin. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
At the 19. Good enough for a first down.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Back to throw, it's Carr. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Connection to the right. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Irish! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. He picks up the first down. He's now up to 77 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're going to ride this running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Handoff to the single running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Canes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. This quarterback part of their running game. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Sends it back in motion. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the defense was locked in. You can tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Carr. And as he throws, makes the catch. It's Washington. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself. Gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. We're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now. That is a staple of the sport.
Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The screen always seems so easy until you find all of that traffic right in front, Jesse.
Yeah, and we see so many screens in college football these days. The ball getting spit out quickly. I think more and more defenses, Reese, today are just expecting it. They're practicing against it all week leading up to games. So you could tell this defense well-versed right now in how to stop these types of plays.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's got the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw. It's Beck. Snagged in the middle. It's Bauman. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
Pucks it out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Give to the back. Got some room entered to the goal line. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And the Hurricanes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Sneaks into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Carr. Makes the catch, it's Pauling. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the air. It's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Now improvising. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The short hands, it's Daniels. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw. It's back. Throwing right. Makes a connection. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Daniels. Breaks into the open. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Using his legs, it's Fletcher. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Now they're going to throw it. Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got a man. It's Daniels. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Catch in the middle. It's Bauman. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Canes line it up with a first and goal. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Hurricane! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Quarterback adapting. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Little touch pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion. You've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll pitch it. Powers through the defender. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Carr. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Looking to throw on first down. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game play. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to the big tight end. Holds it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Caught by the tight end. Gain of 22. First down for the offense.
On the set.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6. PAT unit on the field. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Finds his man, it's Marion. At the 40, there he goes!
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. On the ground, it's Fletcher. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time. Second and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Canes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's 3rd down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5.
Green 25.
Quarterback making checks. Looks as if he's going to run it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Beck. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. Backs against the wall, and they'll let it fly again. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking, we're throwing to the sticks or we're...
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Touchdown, Miami. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barres. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Here's the pressure. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this game's starting to take away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Tight end getting vertical. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Quarterback making adjustments. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.